You know, I had so much fun making this video about how to have a happier life. And one day I went to the park and I brought my camera and I brought you along, and there was a cellist and he was playing, and this couple had given him a few bucks to go ahead and play because they were getting engaged that day. And lo and behold, there I was with my camera. And I just thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if life was like that every single day?
Oh, here the ocean is near, but you dug a hole and buried my fear. And we scattered like trees, sometimes in line, but I'm down all the time. You wait, but still it's trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble. Too late, it's all trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble now.
Hey everybody, I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a good, safe week. You know, today I want to talk about happiness. I want to talk about happiness and being peaceful and leading a better life. And I thought the timing was pretty good. So I want to share with you 10 things that I can't live without, and those things help me lead a happier life. So, you know, there might be a couple things that I do that, you know, you might want to try. So I'm so glad you're here. And oh, and another thing I want to do is shout out the gal who challenged me to do this. And her name is Jennifer Loves. And she has a wonderful YouTube channel. I will link it below. Her channel is all about the mature woman in makeup and skincare and Chanel. All things girly and fun. And she is a very, very accomplished woman when it comes to design, entertainment. But you know what makes her so special? Her heart. Her philosophy is to truly pay her life forward. So when you watch her, it's like magic. So if you get a chance, go over and tell her hi from Susan, little Desi.
It has chocolate and raspberry in it, so maybe that's why I love it so much.
First thing that I wanted to share with you is having the ability to see beauty in everything. And what do I mean by that? And let's just picture, you know, you're walking down the street, nothing special, summer day, and you walk by an old car and the sun is shining on the hood of that car through a tree with the leaves blowing in the wind. And so you look at the light on the hood of that car dancing, and suddenly it's like you're seeing the most beautiful painting you've ever seen in your life, or hearing the most beautiful music you've ever heard. It just fills you with joy. There's such beauty in that old car and the sun. That's what I mean about seeing beauty in everything. It's everywhere. All we have to do is slow our life down a little bit and be open to it. And that's a lot easier said than done. But once you start seeing the beauty in everything, the world is like a museum. It's like a symphony. It fills you with so much joy, you just can't wait to live another day. that I wanted to share with you is something that I truly had to work on. And that was finding great joy in others. And I know that sounds a little strange, but there was a time where I couldn't go to the grocery store and see two people holding hands without crying. I couldn't watch a YouTube channel if the gal was talking about her wonderful husband. I mean, I just couldn't do it. I could not find joy in others. I couldn't separate myself from their wonderful life. So I learned to overcome that. And I can't say how I did it because I don't know. But let me just give you an example. The other day I was not in a good mood. Big surprise. And I had to go to the grocery store. So there I am in kind of a grumpy mood going down the aisle, and there I see three young, beautiful college students, probably all around 20, two guys and a girl, and they are arguing over condiments for their hamburgers for their cookout. And they were telling jokes and teasing each other and laughing, and it was beautiful. And it brought back so many memories of when I was 20 years old and I was joking with my friends and I was looking forward to a cookout that night. And it filled me with such happiness. I mean, I wasn't thinking like, oh gosh darn it, I'm not 20 anymore. It was like I felt 20 just watching them and how happy they were. So that is something that I have developed. Taking joy in other people's success, their station in life. Yeah, it's beautiful. Do you come here a lot?
First time.
This is the first time?
Yes.
Have you always liked to fish?
Always. Yes.
You know, one thing I absolutely cannot live without. I cannot have a happy life unless I am giving 100% to something that I am passionate about. Not 50% or 60%. I'm not calling something a hobby. I'm not saying I like him a little bit or I like her a little. I need 100% commitment. And therefore, if I fail, I can say I did my best. And if I succeed, then I can be so proud because I gave 100%. And I run into so many people who say, "Oh, I'm not gonna give 100%. I'm not gonna commit myself to 100%. I might get hurt, and I don't have the time. I want to succeed in that, but I can't give it 100%. I just don't have it in me. I can't really like him. I can't commit to that. Oh, I want to go out on dates, but I can't commit 100% to having a good relationship." I honestly believe that if we could absolutely find our passion, what we really want, and then make the brave commitment, okay, I'm going to give 100% no matter what it takes. I am going to give 100% of myself. And everything changes. You know, I can't live without my piano and my cameras. And you know, not everybody is given the gift of time to be able to give 100%. But 5 years ago, when I started my YouTube channel, I knew I had to give 100% or it would never work. And I still feel that way after all these years. Every single day, I will drift back into a memory of my mom or my grandfather or something a teacher said to me in 5th grade. It's not living in the past. It's still learning from the past. And I think there's nothing wrong with cherishing our memories, because, you know, it's kind of like if we neglect our memories, maybe they'll fade. And I don't want them to fade. I have pictures of me and my grandfather, me and my mom, me and Cooper. I'm not afraid of those memories. I embrace them, and they make me a stronger person. And I honestly believe it's true that as you get older, all the bad kind of sinks to the bottom, and the happiness and the good float up. Like that movie, Hope Floats. Thing I cannot live without is the theater, books, movies. Oh my gosh. They help me step outside the circle of myself. They teach me. You know, To Kill a Mockingbird was a movie I saw when I was 9 years old, and I consider that the movie that raised me, that put me on the path of making me see life as it is and how it could be. So I love the movies. When I'm really sad, to be able to put on my favorite movie, Hope Floats, and just be transformed. Yeah, I love the movies, and I couldn't live without them. Is my Alexa, and I can say to Alexa, Alexa, play Bruce Hornsby songs. So she'll play like all kinds of songs by Bruce that I never heard of. Or I can just say, Alexa, play classical music. You know, just be wide open. And
got it. The station, Ultimate Classical, on Amazon Music.
I think I love her most because she gives me the gift of new music every single day. What are you hoping to catch? Alright, 10 things I can't live without. Yeah, you guessed it. Desi, my little dog, Desi. You know, in November it will be 3 years that I was filming a video, and all of a sudden I got up, got in my car, and drove across town to the animal shelter. That's where the animals are kept for a short time before they're put to sleep. And I drove over there and I met Desi. He was so frail and frightened, and it was terribly sad. But I knew as soon as I saw Desi, he was my dog with his little, you know, overbite, underbite, and crooked tail. You know, he had very rarely been outside in his 5 years of life. So he was very, very frightened of people and of the outside. And look at him now. So I would say to anyone, if you can get a pet, how about some fish? How about a bird? How about a cat? How about a dog? Just something that you take care of and they take care of you. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. We might be ragged and funny, but we're traveling along, singing a song, side by side. One of my very, very favorite things that I absolutely cannot live without is the shop around the corner. Yep, retail shopping. I love it. I don't have to buy anything. I love seeing the store window displays. I love the lighting. I love walking in and seeing the people and hearing the people. I love looking at pretty clothes and pretty jewelry and purses and just dreaming of where I might wear that, or maybe did I wear something like that What kind of time did I have? You know, when I was a little girl, it was just me and my mom worked a couple jobs, but she worked in the biggest department store here in Grand Rapids, and she worked in the record department. And I missed her so much. I mean, she was gone hours and hours. I ate dinner by myself every single night. So what I would do is I would take a bus and I would go down after school to see my mom because I missed her. Well, her boss didn't like that. He didn't want some 10-year-old hanging around where my mom was working. So what did she do? My mom had no money. We had no money. She couldn't afford it, but she opened up a charge card for me. So when I came down there, she'd give me the card and I could go shop. She'd say, "I love you. I'm so happy to see you now. Now go shop." You know, before her boss saw me, "Go shop. Go find yourself a pretty blouse or a pretty skirt, and then come show me." And I would do that, just to be around my mom. I would go all over the store. I would try on shoes and scarves and blouses, and I'd even look at vacuums just to be near my mom. I loved being in that department store. And then when I was done shopping, I'd usually buy one thing, and then I would go back to where my mom was working, and I would return the card, the charge card, and I would show her what I bought. And never once did my mom say, "Oh, that's too expensive," or "That doesn't suit you." She'd always say, "You're gonna look so pretty in that. So pretty." I think it's pretty safe to say we all want to live a healthy, long life. And one way we can do that is to keep our stress level down. And the one thing that I can't live without is love. And it seems that the more love that I put out into this world, the more my stress level goes down. The more I forgive, the more my stress level goes down. You know, the other day I was talking to a neighbor, and you know, she's usually pretty grumpy. And I just decided as a little mental game that I would count every negative thing that she said. And when it got past 10, I just stopped counting. And then I thought to myself in the days after that, how many positive things did I put out into this world today? And how many negative things did I not only feel, but did I verbalize to others? And that had a profound effect on me. So the more that I can fill my life with love and purpose and forgiveness, being grateful, oh gosh, being grateful, that does more to help me with my stress than anything else that I do. So I don't think there's anything that can beat a prescription of love, and then add some more love, and then on top of that, top it off with some love. What did the Beatles say all those years ago? And in the end, the love we take is equal to the love we make. And I think they were right. I really do. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. And if you get time down below, can you share some tips that are helping you lead a happier life? I think we could all use all the tips we could get right now. So please have yourself a wonderful, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here.
Oh, here the ocean is near, but you dug a hole and buried my fear. And we scattered like trees, sometimes in line, but I'm down all the time.